just how it is. Accept it now. Tell your parents you love them. Tell your friends, boyfriends, significant others, dogs, fishes, cats, donkeys, pigs, like that you're gonna be there later. But for now, you have to focus in on school. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? Hello, my name is Jackie. I am a rising senior nursing student at the University of Portland, and today we're going to talk about all the things I wish I knew before starting nursing school. The first thing I wish I knew about nursing school was how competitive it is. There's always that one friend or classmate that always wants to know what you got on your exam, and if they did better than you, they'll definitely let you know. And if they didn't do so well, they're gonna start making up excuses or not share their grade. You know, I thought that was very high schoolish or intermediate, but guess what? It follows you into college sometimes. So if you are a person that gets caught up in the numbers, I want to highly advise you to not discount other people's work. And I also encourage you to not really shove your grade in someone else's face, because again, nursing school is hard. It takes a while to adapt to study for, and just to really learn how to navigate. Luckily for me, UP is a direct entry program, meaning if you got accepted to the school, you got accepted to the nursing program. The catch is you have to maintain a certain GPA to remain in the nursing program, and trust me, those prereq classes are actually kind of killer. So that's that. I also wanted to point out that just because my school doesn't have the TEAS test or whatever else test to get into an actual nursing program, that doesn't discount the fact that my school is still really prestigious and still really good at being a nursing school. I get a lot of comments and looks from friends or relatives or family friends that discount my education because it was a direct entry program. First of all, if I was never qualified to be in the nursing school, they would not have accepted me. I want to put out there, because no one should be putting down any type of nursing student because they're in a certain program or a certain school. Like, nursing school is hard, period. Guys, there's like a whole list of things I want to go into with the strict category, one of which is dress code. As nurses, you are supposed to wear scrubs and all of that, which is a given. However, there are certain things I didn't know that would become such a big deal. For instance, jewelry. Nursing students at my school are only allowed to have one pair of lobes on, so just the main earrings, I guess. And if you have any other ear piercings or facial jewelry, they should be taken off. If not, you can have like those clear earrings that you can put in to make it look invisible, so that's always a good thing. Yeah, no jewelry, no necklaces, no bracelets. The only thing you can have on your arm is a watch, and if you are engaged or married, you can have one ring, which is the wedding ring. Going off of that, hair. In my nursing handbook, it says that you can't dye your hair any unnatural color. So I'm assuming colors like pink, blue, red, green, the rainbow colors, basically, you cannot have that kind of hair color. So keep that in mind if you're about to drop a pretty coin on your hair. Another thing is nail polish. I have them on right now because I am not in school at the moment. They don't expect you to have nail polish, or they don't want you to have nail polish on. If you do, they should be taken off before clinicals or simulation labs. It just has to deal with the cleanliness of the environment, because nail polish can actually attract more bacteria, and if you're touching patients, or you're actually dispersing that bacteria. So that's not a really great thing. Another thing under the category of strict is expectations. I don't know, I don't want to like discount the fact that other people are still put at a high expectation regardless of what major you're in, but there's something about being in nursing school that just gives you like an oomph, if that makes any sense. Like, if you were to go and talk to people and ask what are they majoring in, and you say nursing school, they're gonna be like, oh shoot, man. Like, it's that type of vibe. Like, they already know how difficult nursing school is gonna be, and I feel like everyone expects it to be such a high, prestigious kind of thing. And to be honest, it is. Our future career path, it's literally life or death. You have to know all of the things that you're learning in school, apply it, and make sure that by the end of the day, your patient is still alive and breathing. Your professors, preceptors, probably even your family members, they are gonna hold you at a very high expectation, and they really want you to reach that because they're just preparing you for the future. I mean, to be a great nurse, you just have to keep performing to the best of your abilities. You have to know your strengths, your weaknesses, work on your weaknesses, keep practicing. It's literally a lifelong process. Oh, to add on to that, nursing school is actually lifelong learning. Like, there's no stop to the education. You are constantly learning new tips, tricks to better your work ethic, better your performance, just better yourself to ensure that your job as a nurse is the highest possible. I just lost my train of thought. The biggest thing I wanted to touch bases on under the strict category are grades. I first want to point out that grades do not matter. You should not have a goal of getting a 4.0 when you're in nursing school. If you're in nursing school and your main goal is to get a 4.0, that you have to reevaluate why you're in nursing school. Nursing school is not about grades. I mean, yes, grades play a really big part in your progression of nursing school and thus forth, but it's one thing to know the content, regurgitate information, and perform well on exams. But if you can't use that newfound knowledge in your scope of practice on the field, that's a problem. But I want to talk about grades because in nursing school, our grading skills actually shifted. So in order for you to get a certain grade, you have to work a bit harder. In addition to that, at UP, there is no such thing as extra credit, and there's no such thing as rounding. So if you are at a 94.9 and you beg and beg and beg your teacher to round you to a 95 for that beautiful A, sorry, sweetie, you're not gonna get it. I wanted to really talk about that because I know grades are such an important thing, but they shouldn't be the only thing you're worried about. And the last little thing about grades I wanted to touch bases on was the 76% exam grade average. I'm not too sure if all nursing schools do this or implement this in their curriculum, but for UP, we have a 76% policy where if you do not have an exam average of 76%, all of your other assignments like quizzes, papers, homework, whatever else, those grades do not count. So basically your grade is whatever your exam grade average is, and in order for you to get your other work put back into the grading scale, you have to get that 76 average, and only then will those grades count. I hope that makes sense. It took me a little bit to understand, but I got it now. If you do fall below the 76 average, or if you do score below a 76 on an exam, UP is really great at letting you know. They are going to be sending you a bunch of emails saying that you may be on academic probation or academic warning, and that you might have to meet with like a counselor to get your grades back up. And although that can be very frightening, it's actually a way to prevent you from falling lower. And moving on to the next category, support. You are going to have a lot of support from your professors, preceptors, counselors, and of course your family members. Ooh, and yes, your nursing colleagues. So my advice to you is to really reach out for help if you need it, and if you don't need it, just still try to like reach out to others who may seem like they're having a difficult time. Nursing school is difficult, and it's literally a clique to be in, because only you and your nursing colleagues will know what it's like to be at your school in that program with that professor or preceptor or class. So if someone is looking down or looking sad or disappointed or discouraged, please do what you can to help uplift them, because I'm sure if you were in their position, you would want someone to help and support you and encourage you to keep going, because girl, you made it to nursing school. Or boy, because nursing is for everyone. Another thing I wish I knew about nursing school was how to study. Although your prereqs require you to memorize information, they also require you to apply the information. So it is one thing to memorize lab values and signs and symptoms, treatments, all of those types of things. But if you can't apply that information to a patient or a test question, you are not going to do well in nursing school, friend. I've honestly failed a few exams because of my study habits, and if I did not change them, I honestly think I would not be in nursing school. I'm just gonna let you know now that there is no direct correlation to the length of your studying to how well you perform on an exam. So I really encourage you to figure out what your studying style is, because it could change from high school. Again, nursing school is a lot different because you're actually applying the concepts instead of just regurgitating information. You just have to really figure out how everything works. That's why it's super important that you know the why, the how, the ifs, because those things will pop up. Nursing school consumes you. You're gonna literally live, breathe, and dream in nursing school. Just be prepared to be busy, but at the same time, please know that it's okay to say no. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to just close that textbook, close that laptop, turn off your phone, and go out. That is fine, because this is actually going into another great tip of mine, or not tip, another thing I wish I knew was self-care. Like, you really have to take care of yourself, especially if you're on your grind. You are going to be so exhausted, mentally worn out, physically drained. Like, you need to know what you love to do to wind down and just recuperate from a days, weeks, months worth of stress. If you only take one thing from this video, I really want you to know that self-care is very powerful, and it's something you need to do in order to prevent burnout. So please figure out how you like to wind down and cool down, because you are gonna need to do that. And when school gets too difficult, just remember to breathe. Just woosah that ish out and take care of yourself. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you are going into nursing school, comment down below what you're the most excited for. Or if you are in nursing school, let me know what you wish you knew, because these are just things that I wish I knew, and I feel like it could be very helpful. So, you know, and last but not least, subscribe. That'll show that you really support my channel, and it's a great way to show that you support me. So yeah, that's all I have for today. I will see you guys very soon. Till then, take care, because I care. Bye.